I have been living vicariously through a group of friends here on TikTok that I have been following for a while. I loved how inclusive they were, how strong they were. They had all been through situations similar to mine, and I just am in awe at how far they've come in life. But the whole thing is just falling apart right now, right before my eyes, and for some reason I am far more invested than I thought I would be. It is shattering my soul because seeing them and how inclusive they were and how alike and I just, like me, I've always wanted to be an author. I've always wanted to share my knowledge on trauma and dysregulation and triggers and flashbacks and mental health and the knowledge I have of psychology that I've been searching for 10 years as a stay-at-home mom, because that's the only thing that I had time to do as a stay-at-home mom. I became a mom at the age of 18. I got married the first time when I was 16 years old. I have not had a life to where I could progress in a career or advance in money or anything like that, but I feel like I have a lot of knowledge about the brain, our nervous system, everything, especially where it comes to trauma, as I have trauma going back to a very, very, very young age that I'm still trying to have memories about. But this group of friends really they just had me. I was just like, I want that. I want that community. I want that friendship. I want that inclusion. I have never had that. I've never had close friends that. I mean, I've made friends here online because I've been on social media for several years now, posting on YouTube and everything, but I haven't been able to meet any of the friends that I have made, and I love those friends. Trust me, I would 100% go see them, but most of them live across the country, or not even in this country. So it's, hard for me, and I don't like to leave my home because of all the crap that I have been through, and my lack of trust in people. But honestly, I feel like it's a can't even speak. But honestly, I feel like it's a lack of trust in myself, and not all these people, because I do trust them, but I don't trust myself enough to judge anybody's character. So what do? I isolate. I hide. When I feel like I'm getting too close to a friend, I back out. I step back a little bit because I'm like, I'm going to get hurt, or I'm going to say the wrong thing, or they're going to end up hating me and just want nothing to do with me. And then every ounce of energy, love, attention that I gave to them, it would just be devastating. I have given too much of myself to other people, and at this point, I am trying to focus on me and believing me and trusting me and noticing and recognizing the things that trigger me, the things that make my nervous system be hijacked, to make me feel so dysregulated that I can't be my true authentic self in those moments. I feel like there is a misconception of people who have a really hard time setting boundaries, and then those who have incredibly strong boundaries that they aren't willing to reflect and look at the other people around them. We have one side of the coin where there are people pleasers, people who fawn to feel safe. We have another side of the coin who are considered narcissistic and get angry if they don't get their way, or get angry if they don't get the time and attention that they feel like that they deserve. But each one of us are harming each other. We all need to reflect. For me, I people please because of my traumas. My body goes into dysregulation. I feel very unsafe, so I do what people want me to do that I love so I don't lose them. It's a fear of abandonment. So I give up myself for other people. That's unhealthy. That's not okay, because then those people don't genuinely know who I am, and they don't even know how to respect me or my boundaries or anything, because I don't even know how to respect my boundaries or see them or understand them or tell them to other people so that they can see me or understand them either. But this whole fight against narcissism and people pleasing or codependency, all of it is just us with dysregulated nervous systems that we need to heal and reflect upon from our childhood, from generations of time that has been passed down to us. And we as a people need to come together and recognize what we're feeling in our bodies in the moment. I haven't known or understood how to do that because I was so completely dysregulated. What I felt whenever I was angry was pure grief. Pure grief. I would feel grief. There was no anger. I didn't know how to feel angry. So I would cry and I would feel sad and I would feel vulnerable. I didn't do that to get my way necessarily. I only cried whenever I was being hurt and sharing my feelings, and people wouldn't listen or wouldn't take the time to hear me, and it would just make me feel like a burden. When you have people in your life that genuinely just make you feel like that your experiences, your needs, the things that you're living at the moment is far less than what they're going through, there's just a misconception of everything. If me as a people pleaser who cannot control my actions when I am triggered, and I'm going into therapy and I'm becoming self-aware of the things that are triggering me, and I'm starting to recognize, oh my gosh, I'm actually feeling anxious right now, and I can express what you're doing to me is making me feel anxious. What you're doing to me is making me feel like a burden. What you're doing to me is hurting my feelings. That's on me. That's on me to reflect and figure out those things and express them to the people I care about. And if I'm not doing that in the right way and I'm just hiding my feelings and not letting other people in and just kind of sitting back and hoping that they understand and just see me eventually, I'm going to be sitting here waiting a while. Because they're going through their own dysregulation, their own story, their own life, their own perceptions. As a people pleaser, I normally can see what other people are going through and their experiences and how it possibly could affect them. And I see that more than what is happening to me. I don't reflect on my own perceptions, my own feelings, my own dysregulations. But 4 years in therapy now, I am recognizing this and I am seeing it, and I am understanding everything that is triggering to me. And good God, I feel like everything triggers me, so I stay home and I isolate because I don't want to put anybody else through that. I don't want to put anybody in a situation where they have to deal with my nonsense. I do feel like my empathy and trying to help and save others was a way of my showing love and hoping that other people would see me in that exact same way. But I've recognized that not everybody is going to be like that. And some people, when they aren't getting exactly what they're wanting in the moment, are going to reflect back with their own dysregulation. And some people just come with anger. And they feel unjustified that the person didn't see them, but what about the other person who has been there? No one can change who they are. No one can change their personality style. Narcissism is just a personality style. It is not a disorder. Me being an agreeable person who wants to make sure everybody else feels safe, but makes sure I don't feel safe, that's, I'm healing that. I'm healing that shit. I'm doing so much work on that because I recognize that I harmed people because I was people pleasing the wrong people. I hurt my own kids. I gave my kids trauma because I didn't stand up for me and my feelings and my emotions because I didn't understand them. I never had the opportunity to understand them because none of us do. We all come from generations of the same type of stuff, but we now have the internet and we can see it unfold. So I don't want to label anyone. I just want us all to reflect, feel our own feelings, and we all just need to keep ourselves safe in the environment and with the people that understand us. Whether you're narcissistic or agreeable or anything, why do we have to lie, manipulate, harm, smear campaign? I'm just tired. I just want to be included, but I don't know how to because I need to figure out who I am, and so do you. We all do. It's time.